Hello everybody. Oh, that didn't sound very healthy, Tommy. Oh. As you all know, we had a weekender this weekend, and Mr. Brown's voice is not the best. So, I don't know, it's just kind of happened that way now. It's just strange. But it's been a bit of a rush to try and get everything ready. But we managed to do it. So, I don't know what's happening with my voice. Right, good evening, Mike Dunn. Good evening, everybody. It's here, Roberta Shelton, C. Rochelle, Ruth and Chris Gray, Fluff, Gorky, Mike Dunn, Mrs. O, Lyndon Ewell, Philip Kerr, and anybody else I forgot, I'll get you during the show. So, with a lot of running about today, I just couldn't do the Bob situation. So, tonight, there are no Bobs in the show. People have picked Bobs. But tonight, for one night only, I'm going to play them all. And they won't be classed as Bobs. There will be no voting on tonight's show. No votes needed. Because some of the Bobs were gold stars before, so we can't vote. And what I'll do is tomorrow, when I do the wheel live on Facebook, I don't know what time I'll do it at, sometime in the afternoon, and I'll pick out 4 people that get gold stars. Right, free Bob pass, Mrs. O, you'll love it. I love Mrs. O. Well, I mean, I'm going to have a wee talk before we start the show. As everybody that was there knows how good a weekend that was and how fantastic the DJs, the bands, Solutions and the Messengers, and 8 DJs plus myself. I feel as if I'm totally losing my voice now. I had an absolutely fantastic weekend. So, and so did all these participants that come up. It was absolutely brilliant. And the feedback I got from the Soul family.
Yeah. Cough sweeties. They're good.
Oh, Georgie, give me cough sweeties.
Cough sweeties.
My wee nurse, Georgie, is sorting me out with some cough sweeties. So, hopefully that will help during the show.
Hi, everybody.
We never got as many requests because I know there's a lot of people travelling and they've not put in requests and things like that. Other people, but good evening, Keith and Susie K. Just Annette Sherlock's here. Everybody else I've mentioned. Hi, Paul Kerr from Aberdeen. Great to meet you and your lovely wife. Ruth Clare. Oh, gargle with brandy. Oh, that's a good idea, Ruth. Aye. Right, let's start the show. First up, I think I've seen TeeBee's name. Is TeeBee there? Because she's up first today with Jerry Butler with a number called Never Give You Up.
Never gonna give you up, no matter how you treat me. Never gonna give you up, so don't you think of leaving. Girl, you treat me bad.
Yes, I know you are, Ruth.
And I know why. Yeah, I've seen you running
Good evening,
around
Robert.
with that other guy.
Great to see you and Lynn at the weekend.
And you think if you hurt me that I'll go away.
You're welcome, TeeBee.
That I'm here to stay. So tell him, never gonna give you up. Whisper in his ear, no matter how you treat me. You tell him that Jerry said he'll never let you go. So don't you think of me? Hey, don't you understand what you're doing to the man? Do you see these tears here in my eyes? Ain't no use in me lying, 'cause I
Hi, Terry and Susan.
think you're
Evening,
gonna
Stevie
take
Producer.
me and put me on the shelf.
Hi,
Girl, I'd rather die than see you with somebody else. So throw it out of your mind. I'll never leave you, no matter how you treat me. Though you grieve me and deceive me, mama, yeah. So don't you think of hey, don't you understand what you're doing to the
Good
man?
evening, Martin Max.
My friends all say that
Good evening,
I'm
Colin.
a fool.
Good evening, Colin Wignall's in the house.
And you're using me like a carpenter uses a tool.
Hi, Russ Wills.
And I know their intentions are all
Hi, Craig Leach.
Some of them would help me if they could.
Can't help it.
Never let you go, baby.
Good evening, Mick Murphy.
Say no, hey, don't you understand that you're killing this man?
Hi, Phil Story and Donna. We did Linda Haycock. Hi to you and Dave.
One of these days I'll be standing around your door. Even though you say that you don't love me no more. So don't you think of me? I'll be calling.
So that was the sound of Jerry Butler and Never Gonna Give You Up. Not Never Give You Up. Sent in by the lovely Sue B down there in Blackpool. Remember, guys, there is no Bobs in the show tonight. None at all. There's no voting tonight. So you've all got a free pass because Tommy's got a sore throat. Next up, Marco Hudson over there in Spain. Sent in Cale Austin. A little number called Whisper. I think Tommy's going to be doing a lot of whispering tonight.
I gave you the best of me, and I wanted everybody to see.
Good evening, Stevie Perusa. Gaza's in the house. How you doing, Cam? I'll be Bobby's here.
I can't help feeling that your love has died. Turn down the lights and light a candle. Do you remember how good it used to be? You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart. I'm still in love with you. Why don't you whisper you love me like you used to on those glorious
Hi, Cocky
days.
and Jazz.
Reach out and touch me like you used to in the sweet summer haze. Whisper you love me like you used to before they took your love away.
Marco Hudson.
You're holding me closer now, and I think we're gonna make it somehow. But then when I look in your eyes, I know tonight you've come to say goodbye. Turn down the lights and light a candle. Do you remember how good it used to be? You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart. Just one more time before you say goodbye. Why don't you whisper you love me like you used to on those glorious days? Reach out and touch me like you used to in the sweet summer haze. Whisper you
Cheers,
love
Rochelle.
me like
Great
you
to have you down there.
before they took your love away. I was stoned on your love, diamonds in the sky, yeah. Why don't you whisper you love me like you used to on those glorious days? Reach out and touch me like
Hi, Lenny. Yeah, the sound of Gail Austin. A lot of them are called Whisper. It sounds as if I'm going to be doing that all night. And it was sent in by our good friend Mark Hudson over there in Spain. Good evening, Kim Bradley. And I'd just like to thank everybody that come to the Weekender, and especially all the people that brought us presents and everything, because it gets that hectic. I just totally lost control of who's got me this. And I went to the car today, and I remember that Mr. O and Mrs. O had brought presents for us, and he'd put them in the boot for me. So when I went to get my gear today, they were in the boot, one for Georgie and one for me. So thanks, guys, for all your lovely presents, and thanks for all your great comments on the bands and everything about the Weekender. It was really well spoken about, should I say, and it was well promoted during the whole weekend. The only problem is we didn't sell as many tickets as we wanted to, so depending on the finances, there may not be one next year. It may just be a one-off, so you were lucky people to have been at TeeBee's Soul Weekender, because there may only be one, just to let you know. Now, this great guy goes by the name of Mr. Corky Core, and my good friend Ian Patterson from down in Workington played a track last night by Mr. Bobby Womack. Corky got up this morning. All he wanted to do, he wanted to buy the track, and he did within a matter of minutes. It's called Give It Up. It's been on the show before.
That make you so dissatisfied, being the only child. I guess you had it too easy all your life. But I'm trying to understand if my love have a chance. Girl, you're standing on your own. Are you sure I'm what you want?
Hi, Jane Thompson and Tom. How you doing, guys?
Girl, unless you give it up. Mercedes-Benz, honey, I'll buy you jewelry to the end. That's how strong my love is, just like the hurricane wind. I'm my best to do anything you want me to, but the more I seem to do, the more I seem to lose. Baby,
Hi, Albie Babbitt.
keeps reaching out for your love, for your love, for your love. Oh, my mind keeps telling me the woman's got to give it up. Give it up. I'm feeling good, my mind. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm trying to understand if my love have a chance. Girl, you're standing on your own. Are you sure I'm what you want? 'Cause baby, my heart is reaching out for your love, for your love. Oh, my mind keeps telling me the woman's got to give it up. She's got to give it up. Give it up.
Hi, Susie.
Just let the music play in the
Thank you. That's all Albert, sir. I just watched that today, Albert.
Unless you got to give it up, give it up, give it up.
Our man Corky's got that in his box. Probably next week. Got a great tune. And a great set by my good pal from down in Workington, Mr. Ian Patterson. Everybody commenting on his sets, and as well as all the other DJs got some great comments. But one of the great comments I got today was from our barmaid for the both nights. She was called Janice, and Janice says to me, that is the best ever function she's ever been a barmaid at in that club. She says, I was so couldn't believe the people and how nice they were, and they were all bringing their glasses back and everything. She said they were just the best crowd I've ever served. That's what she said to me today. She says, you've got a lot of lovely people there, Tam. And I knew that already, though. And that's all you guys. Next up, the lovely Kim Ian Bradley selected Elena Smith. Let a new day begin. The weekend's gone.
I can be a lover, or I can be a friend. I know what I want now. I don't have to pretend. Now I'm much wiser. Do you hear what I say? I'm so much stronger. I'm on my way. I can see the sunshine. I see a brighter day. I'm so much stronger now because everything is going my way.
Yeah, they did, Mrs. Hall, yes.
Let the sun shine in. Let a new day begin. Now I'm much wiser. Let the blessings roll.
Hi, Julie. And the Dewsbury Soul Patrol. Aidan Harvey and the Holsworth family.
I can see the sunshine. I see a brighter day. I'm so much stronger now because everything is going my way. Let the sun shine in. Let a new day begin. Now that I'm wiser, let the good times roll
Next up, we have one from Annette Sherlock. This is the Fire City Funk. It's called Surrender to Me. Well done, Robert. You're welcome, Annette. Dagger, how you doing, Martin? Good evening, Ollie Mike. How you doing, mate? Love to Pat. Fire City Funk and Surrender to Me, sent in by the lovely Annette Sherlock down here in Blackpool. This is another track that was picked out of Ian Patson's set last night, and it comes from the lovely Mrs. O. This is Beloyed. Get into your life.
Being loved is the blessing
Have it.
that we're seeking. Oh yeah. Giving love is the message we should be giving. And through love we will survive. Understanding is the answer.
Great to meet you, and the Mrs. Keep forgetting her name.
Respect and love is the meaning we should be getting. And through love we will
You're welcome, Renee.
as sure as the wind blows free, you'll fly away. A message said to make you sing, it'll be a happy day. Receiving love is the one thing
Lucy,
that
that's
we
it.
live for.
Cheers, Mum.
Oh, yeah.
Great to see you, mate.
Understanding is the reason why we should give love. 'Cause through love we
Hi, Stevie D.
will survive.
Good evening, Johnny and Jelly. Eventually got home. How you doing, guys? We love you too. Good evening, Jeff Campbell. Hi, Ledbetter. What's your name, Ella? Yeah, Get Into Your Life by Mallow. And it was sent by the lovely Mrs. O, who danced tonight away with Mr. O. I think they were last on the dance floor last night. And if my good friend Mick from Berwick got the chance to play, he would have played all night. He had a big box of tunes, he just wanted to keep playing them. So I had to shut him down about 5 to 1 in the morning. Good evening, Lady Fiona, how you doing? But as everybody keeps saying, it was cracking night. It was so good for everybody. Quite a lot of the Soul family to be there, and to meet new members of the Soul family, because you've probably known them all for quite a number of years now, and it's great to get the chance to sit down and talk to each other. And I tried my best to get round everybody, as well as trying to make sure everything was okay with the DJs and stuff like that, and the bands. And what Louis said at the end was incredible. She says, I've played some big audiences, she says, in her time, but she says, this is what I love. She says, you could see it in every person's face when I was singing how much they loved it. And it was the same from the messengers as well. The reaction that they received from all you guys when they done their little meet and greet session, they said was absolutely fantastic. Next up is Mr. Stevie Ledbetter. So I feel sorry for all you guys that are in the Soul family that for some other reasons couldn't make it, or just didn't want to come, or just didn't have the finances to come or whatever. But as I said at the start of the show tonight, that may be the last and the only one, because I don't know if I'm going to have the finances to finance it next year, because I was probably the only guy in there that lost a lot of money. But it was all sorted and done the right way, the way I wanted it to be, and I was just so happy that everything come together and worked so well, and everybody enjoyed it, which is the main thing, and the music was absolutely brilliant. Mr. Stevie Ledbetter has selected Margie Joseph, I Can Move No Mountains.
Can't stop the rain or keep the night from falling. Sometimes I just don't hear you when you're calling. I'm not a one-man band, can't write no songs about you, can't even tell you I'd be lost without you. But I can do things that will keep you
Welcome, Liddy.
your face from, baby, make you feel you're flying without ever trying. I can move no mountain.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for everything. On a beer.
Make you
Yeah.
know me and make you feel so good. Came through the sun.
Bell from Mrs. O.
It's a pineapple.
It's a pineapple bell. And it's quite loud.
That's Mrs. O.
Oh, Georgie. Cheers, everybody. Hi, David Marion up in Dundee. How you doing, guys? Margie Joseph, and I Can't Move No Mountains, sent in by my good friend in Liverpool, Mr. Stevie Ledbetter. We now flip over to a lovely place down in West Shropshire. But before we go there, I just get so many presents from people, and some of them are just unbelievable. And people keep buying me drink because they think I'm an alcoholic, and I'm not really. I only have a few cans now and again. And but my good friend down in Barnsley, Mr. Johnny Wood, he always likes to buy me something on canvas. And Johnny gave me this photo on canvas. If you can just see it there, it's Wigan Casino at the Record Fair in Wigan Casino. And so it's another canvas to add to the other canvases that Johnny has got and displayed all over in the room. And if I can get just sit right there, if I sit there, you can see it, okay. And Johnny also got me the, what do you call it, cinnamon brown one done in canvas as well, with all the Soul Family. And he got me the Marvin Gaye one. And I can't give you it, Ruth Clare, because it's a present. I can't give presents out as presents, if you know what I mean. So I'd love to give it away, but I can't. When people give me presents, I keep them. That's why as Johnny was here on Saturday, he's seen all the memorabilia and all the things I've got from all the Soul Family. I keep them in the man cave. They'll all stay here until the day Tommy goes. Next up, Mr. Robert Furness. Great guy, and his lovely wife Lynn. And Robert always takes my wee pocket rocket Julie everywhere, wherever they go, especially if they're coming to TeeBee's gigs and things like that. And just, Robert and Lynn are just the loveliest couple in the world.
You say you love me.
Here's D. Edwards.
Really, really love me.
Say hello.
Then why don't you love me all the time? You say you need me. Really, really need me. Then why do you treat me so
Welcome, Robert.
if you really love me and you really need me, then why don't you tell me that you're mine? 'Cause I can't let you go. Can't let you go. Oh, no, 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 no. I've got to have you. Around. 'Cause I really, really love you. Yes, I really, really love you. And I've got to have you.
From the Logans. Correct your spelling, Josie.
Oh, I can't let you go. Can't let you go. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I've got to have you. Got to have you. Around.
sound of D. Edwards, and You Say You Love Me and Need Me. Sent in by our good friend Robert Furness down there in Yorkshire. Now, as I said, Robert takes our little pocket rocket, the lovely Julie Holdsworth, everywhere if she needs lifts to any of the venues and things like that Robert's going to. But the lovely Julie kindly got out the photo album last night. And as people that's followed the show will know, our lovely Julie was a dancer a wee back in the 70s, go-go dancer, I'll let you have know. And she must think we don't believe her, but I did believe her. I know she was. She wouldn't tell me lies. So I was so surprised last night when Georgie said that the lovely Julie had gave her a photograph. Now, I don't know how well you can see that, but that there is our little pocket rocket, Julie in her heyday as a go-go dancer. And I'm going to cherish that, frame it, and put it up in the man cave. And I've got Julie there as well. That's what it's all about, Tommy. Thank you, Julie, for that. I love it. Next up, Mr. Sean O'Callaghan, Hooligan Callaghan. Let's send in the Righteous Brothers. It's up to you.
Traveling down a road that's lonely, wonder why you're feeling blue. Living just for yourself only, I know what you're going through.
You're not getting a poster footage up. With you, Colin. Okay, Mrs. O, no problems. Long drive home.
How can you see the new horizon when you hide your heart away? The past has made you so protective, but those are dues you have to pay. Now throw away the gloomy makeup. Grooving is the thing to do. Time to wake up all your feelings. Let the sun come shining through. Make your mind up where we wind up. It's up to you. Oh, it's up to you. It's up to you. Hey, hey, hey. Throw away that gloomy makeup. Grooving is the thing to do. Yeah, time to wake up all your feelings. Let the sun come shining through. Make your mind up where we wind up. It's up to you. Oh, it's up to you. It's up to you. Make your mind up where we gonna. It's up to you, girl. Make your mind up where we wind up. To make your mind up where we wind up.
Yeah, it's up to you. Sound of the Righteous Brothers, sent in by Sean O'Callaghan, who's having a little nap because it was a long drive home, but they had a great weekend. Next up, one of the great guys who had DJing last night, and they started off the Saturday afternoon 70s sets with a fantastic set in the afternoon, which I think I filmed and I put up on Facebook. And Mike has sent in this beautiful tune after a weekender. You need to relax. This is Mallow and Suave City. Suave City. 1972. Cheers, mate. Producer's a big Santana fan. Suavecito. Yeah, Suavecito by Mallow, who was George Santana, was in that band before he joined Santana, and he played the congas, according to Mr. Stevie Producer, who was very, very pally with his boys from Santana. I know he went to Germany to see them and things like that. I know he liked Santana. So, we've not got a My 3 Before 8 this week because I know it was going to be hectic. So I decided not to do one. But next week, for their My 3 Before 8, we're going to do Fluff Johnson. So Fluff Johnson, next week, you've got your My 3 Before 8. So you've got all week, and whenever you pick your 3, male soul artist, a female soul artist, and a soul band, send them to Tommy. Next up, Mr. Ollie Mike picked this, but when I checked it back, this has also been picked before, and it's also been a gold star before. It's just a great tune. But tonight, on tonight's show, whatever he picked gets played. There's no bobs, there's no nothings. That's why there's no voting tonight at all. Wilson Williams. I like being in love with you. Hi, Jesse. Welcome, Lynn Ross, thank you. Just wish you were there, Lynn, I know you would have loved it. It's great to see Keith and the boys. Mikey. Hey, welcome, mate. Great to have the boys from Workington. Fantastic. About it. It's you guys that picked them, no me. It's all down to you guys. It's another thing that I stopped doing just because I was getting a wee bit hectic with CDs and such things. I stopped doing the TeeBee's Soul Family CDs, but I've still got a list of some people that I'll still to do that I've bought CDs. So what I'll do is I'll go into the wheel tomorrow and I'll do the wheel. I'll pick out 4 gold stars tomorrow from tonight's show, and I'll also go into the TeeBee's Soul Family wheel to pick out somebody to get their CD done, the Soul Family member CD done. And I'll hopefully get that done this week because I've got loads and loads of CDs to do for people. Oh, Tam, can you do this? Can you give me this, Tam? Can you give me that, Tam? Give me that. It's been one of those manic weeks. And I said, just wait till after the weekender and I'll see what I can do, and I'll try and do my best to get you them after the weekender, but things will start to slow down now. Not musical wise. This is James Ingram. Yeah, Moby there. Singing by Linda Neville. Good afternoon, the USA. Happening over there. Welcome, Linda.
Heavenly Father, watching us fall. We take from each other and give nothing at all. Well, it's a doggone shame, but never too late for change. So if your love runs low, just reach out and call his name. His name.
Here, Joey.
I'ma be there. I'ma be there. I'ma be there. I'ma be there. Whenever you call. from the darkness, looking for the light. 'Cause it's a long, hard road that leads to a brighter day. Hey, don't let your heart grow cold. Just reach out and call his name. His name. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Well, it's a doggone shame, but never too late for change. So when your love runs low, just reach out and call his name. Just call his name. I'm gonna be there. I'll be there when you need a friend. I'm gonna be there. They'll catch you when you fall. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
Got bad on me. Yeah, Yam will be there. James Ingram and Michael McDonald, said in by Linda Neville. Now, I know that people have problems at the other end on your devices. Some devices have very low volume buttons, and it's not my end. My music's at my peak here, and what I have to do then is I have to turn the gain up, and by turning the gain up on every track, then that gain stays there. So it's like 2.9, and when I play out, boom, it comes out booming. So that's why I usually set my levels at a certain level. And the other funny thing is that people that have got good devices, or people who listen to the show through a Bluetooth device or something like that, or the TV, it's too loud for them. It sounds distorted, and they've got to turn it down. So it complicates things both ways. So I would look at maybe getting a little Bluetooth thing or something, Albert, and saying, hey, you can get them for a tenner or something now, just little Bluetooth speakers, and you can link it up into that, and then it'll sound better. If you've got problems with your devices, that's what I would advise you to do. Next up is my good friend Johnny and Jillywood. Absolutely fantastic couple. I love them a bit. And I know he had a great weekend because he was in the man cave. And unknown to me, I'm up there doing all my thing, and George is down here partying with all the girls, and Johnny Wood and everybody. And Johnny was actually visiting the man cave, as you've probably seen on the video. And Tom's voice is screeching slightly. Tom's voice is hardly talking. I don't know why. I've turned it down. You're being a wee pest tonight, Albie Bobby. I'm going to start calling you asshole, Albie. You're going to be an asshole, Albie? Sorry if my voice is screeching, Albie, but that's me losing my voice, and I'm trying to make myself heard. So just bear with me, mate. Just bear with me. But as I said, Johnny and Jillywood, absolutely fantastic couple. And Johnny Wood played 2 fantastic sets on Friday and Saturday. And everybody loved them. And everybody loves Johnny and Jilly. And Johnny and Jilly and Your Justice for Jackie tune tonight comes from brother to brother. and it's called In the Bottle. Okay, Colin.
See that black boy over there running scared. His old man in the bottle. He done quit it 9 to 5. He drinks full time and now he's living in a bottle.
Well said, Wendy.
See that black boy over there running scared. His old man got a problem and it's a bad one. He done pawned off damn everything. His old woman's wedding ring for a bottle. Now don't you think it's a crime when time after time after time people in the bottle, there's people living in the bottle. Now listen to me, you see that sister, she was fine, oh she started drinking wine in the bottle. She told me, oh man committed a crime, he's doing time, now she's living in the bottle. I seen her out there on the avenue all by herself. She sure need help from the bottom. I seen her, preacher man tried to help her out. She cussed him out and hit him in the head with the bottle. Come on now, don't you think it's a crime?
What a great night.
Time after time, people in the bottle. Let's show the people in the bottle.
No parties at the station hotel, was there?
You see that
Just Johnny and Jilly's.
He done damn near blew his cool in the bottle. He was a doctor helping young girls along. If they wasn't too far gone, they had problems. But the defenders of the dollar eagle said, what you doing?
Cheers, man.
Illegal. Now he's in the bottle. Now we watch him every day, trying to chase the feelings away with a bottle. Come on now, tell me, don't you think it's a crime when time after time friends of mine in the bottle, they're showing the people in the bottle. Come on, hit me a lick one time, slip.
Brother to Brother and In the Bottle was your Justice for Jackie tune this week. And it came from the great Johnny and Jilly Woods down there in Barnsley. And it's good to know that they're home safely. There's a few heads been involved all weekend, mine's included. Next up, and my good friend Matt Johnson has made a selection and a request on the show tonight. Could be an early show tonight. We only got 41 requests tonight, so we'll see how it goes. But we could maybe be cutting off early. It just depends. I'll see how I feel after I've done the 41 requests. But this comes from Matt Johnson, and this is the Supremes. You've got to pay the price.
Got to pay the price. Love don't come so easy. You got to make every sacrifice. You got to pay the price. 'Cause true love and devotion, well, it's standing hard to find. You may spend your lifetime trying, but at last when you finally found
Not expensive, Julie.
There are days when you're feeling blue, but lately love's my home. True, you gotta pay the
You're
price.
welcome, bye, boy.
Got to pay the price.
Seems okay this end, Susie. Right, switch your hour off. Way back on.
Gotta pay the price. Love don't come so easy.
Cheers, Malcolm.
Gotta make every sacrifice. You got to pay the price. While you're looking for affection, just beware you gotta pay some dues. What
Cheers, everybody.
you might can use.
Can't see me there.
Like, feeling better now.
Keep going, guy. That's it. You can't see you.
Say cheers. Feeling better now. Had 2 more gigs.
Good women. I had to stay sober all weekend. Yeah, the great sound of the Supremes, and you got to pay the price. Sent in by my good friend Mr. Matt Johnson over there in Twequeer. Well, I've not been on Mick's show much this week because I've been really busy, and today was a bit hectic. I never got a chance just to pop in. I like to pop in, you know, just before I start my own show and see how things are going. Making sure that he's not he's switched the mic back on, because he's an awful man for switching that mic off and not putting it back on. And every time he does that, I see him just tune in, and the headmaster just lets him know that he's made another mistake. Silly man, Mick. But we love Mick, and the lovely Val down there in Northampton. And Mick this week has selected Tom Green. It's called Endless Confusion. Welcome back. Go to bed now. Love it.
rest of the world don't know what's going on. You know it's up to me and you to start it all over. The world's in a bad shape.
Brilliant, I love it, Mick. Tom Green and Endless Confusion. Now, last night on in between what was it? Deek and Grateful Anchors, we had a couple of announcements at the show Weekender. And the first one come from our good friend Rob Farr. I've not seen Rob on the night, but he's had a nightmare day getting back. He's back home now. But you know that Rob's dad passed away last week and he's got a lot on his plate. I think the funeral's this week and everything. So Rob made an announcement to thank everybody, and especially the ones that weren't at the Weekender, for all their donations to what we collected for Rob's dad's flowers, which was £200, which has been the most that's been collected so far. Unbelievable, guys, and that's all down to you. And I said to Rob, Rob said to me, first of all, that there's only going to be family flowers there. That's what they've decided. But he may give it to the charity that will look after his dad. But Rob will let you know. Rob will put a post up and let you know where the money went. I gave Rob the money on Friday. So thank you, guys. That was a fantastic thing that you all done last week. And the second announcement come from the lovely Martin and Mags. And all the people at the Weekender know what happened. But all you guys that were not at the Weekender may not know what happened. Martin and Mags, well, first of all, it's Mags' birthday on this coming Saturday on the 13th of May. Just to let you all know. So you get the presents ready for Margaret. I call her Margaret. Her name's Mags. And 1 year from that date, the lovely Mags and the great guy Martin have decided that they're going to get married. Now, Mags didn't know nothing about this, so I made the announcement, and what do you call him? Martin wanted to see the reaction on her face, and there was a bit of a ooh moment in the room. So that's Mags and Martin now planning their wedding on the 13th of May, which is going to happen in Doncaster. And I'll keep you updated about where it is and what hotels I'm going to get. If Martin has invited the whole Soul family, if you are one of the Soul family members and you would like to come to Martin and Mags' wedding, then you are more than welcome to come. Through time, I will keep you updated on all the details and how to get in touch with Martin about things if you need to do that. And let's all have another great time. That's a year away, so you've got plenty of time to plan it. But what I would do now, if it's possible, just to mark it in a calendar, the 13th of May 2023, we have the first ever TeeBee's Soul family wedding, and he wants you all to be there. This next one comes from a good friend, Dave Bibby, and Dave had selected the great Otis Reddings, and it's called Lulu. Lua. Yeah, Johnny, yeah. Nice one, Phil. Nice one, Phil. I've got plenty of hats. Okay, JC. Louie Lua, the great Otis Redding, and it was sent in by a good friend. He doesn't come on the show much, but he watches it and catch up. And he goes by the name of Mr. Dave Bibby, and that was by the great Otis Redding. Let me see where we're going with this, yes. Okay. Another great wee guy, and unfortunately last night, when we done the DJ photo of all the 9 DJs that played, who were Johnny Wood, Dick Penman, Keith Kay, Mick Elliott, Phil Ankers, Mike Dunn, Ian Patterson, and the great Rob Farr. We tried to get a DJ photo, but unfortunately, my wee pal Keith Kay was away out to lunch. He was having something to eat, so he missed the photograph. But here's the request for tonight. This is Vernon Garrett.
You come to me
It's called Shine On.
with your wounded pride. Now that you come, baby, and all your lies, I warn you, baby, it was long ago that someday, baby, you will reap just what you sow. But you just laughed at me, and you said that I didn't know. You called me a fool, yes you did, because I love you so. Now the best thing I can say to you is shining on. So don't bring me your troubles.
Nice one, Joey. Mark it on the calendar, guys.
On my own. The best thing I can say to you is shining on. It haven't been so long, baby. Your memories are that bad. And you could forget the day, baby. You left me feeling so sad. Now the best thing I can say to you is shining on. Now that you caught, baby, in all of your lies. Whoa, I can see it, baby. You're hurting deep down inside. Now the best thing I can say to you is shining on.
Okay, Susie.
Oh, shining on, baby. Don't try to apologize.
Welcome, Keith White.
Wow, shining on.
Vernon Garrett and Shine It On. Sent in by my good friend Keith Kay. This is going out to the lovely man and Mags, and it comes all the way from Winnipeg over there in Canada from my good friend JC.
I'll always love you.
I love you.
I think I love you.
I love you.
And I love you. Oh, I love you.
All I can say is,
I think I love you.
I love you.
I think I love you. I think I love you.
The way I want you, babe, it's embarrassing. I can't control myself. It's just too much for me. Yeah. I can't concentrate. I don't know what to say except your name, baby. The sweetest name.
Oh, you missed hundreds, Cookie.
Yes, that is. That's when it hits.
With a happy couple. Cheers, JC.
All I say is, three letters, three words,
Just give it.
What I hope and pray. When we kiss that kiss, that's when it hits. With my heart and soul, I say this, baby. Yeah. Free word. In my heart. Woo. When it starts, you have to know, baby. My heart. Hey, let us. Free words. One feeling. When
Thank you, Dudley.
Max and Martin.
Mags and Martin.
Well, can't wait.
1 year ago.
And I love you.
you got to lie.
All I can say is, I love you.
I think I love you.
I love you.
It's understanding and it's understood. And baby, it sure feels good. Free word. Woo. In my heart. Yeah.
I'm here, DJ Chris. How you doing? Cheers, DJ Chris. Going out to the lovely Mags and Martin. They're getting married in 1 year and 1 week's time. 13th of May, 2023. So get it marked in the diary, guys. Don't see it. Oh, I forgot about it. Mark it in the diary now. Now, another great guy that I've just recently been in touch with and got talking to is a great guy called JC who sent in that request from over there in Winnipeg. And JC's doing bios and stuff about DJs and putting up mixes if you wanted to do a mix. And I've got a lot of DJs on within the Soul family. And if you want to get in touch with JC, JC will put up his, email address. And if you want to get in touch with JC, who does a great job putting stuff up on websites, and he can build you a profile of what you do, a little bit of history about your DJing, kind of music you like, and he'll ask you a few questions. And then it will ask you to do an hour mix. If you wanted to do an hour mix, you can put it up there as well. And it just spreads the word. So any of you DJs out there that are into doing things, and there's quite a few, I know, and fancy doing that, just get in touch with JC. JC will put up his email address, just write it down. Or if you need it, just ask me and I'll send you it. And then you can get in touch with JC, a great guy. I done mine, I think, a couple of weeks ago there, and he put it all up. It's all over Facebook and everybody. And everybody's been listening to the mix, and there've been a lot of good comments and a lot of good feedback from it. And there's his email address there. So if you wanted to do that, any of you guys that are in the Soul family, he says you're more than welcome to get in touch with JC, and you can do that. Next up, the gorgeous Georgia herself, who looked gorgeous all weekend, I must say. Selected Willie and Anthony. This is Sugar, Sugar, Sugar from 1975. We're coming alive.
Sugar, sugar.
Good evening, Rob. How you doing, mate?
Don't know what you're doing to me.
Wait, my taxis. Hi.
Baby, baby, baby. You don't know what you're doing to me. You got me climbing the wall. I can't think at all. You're
you up. Cheers, pal. Keith got his phone okay, yeah. Rolly and Anthony and Sugar, Sugar, Sugar from 1975, selected by the gorgeous Georgie herself. Next up, Mr. Martin Barlow. I selected Les Chazonettes. Don't let 'em hurt you. Yeah, the Les Chazonettes and Don't Let 'Em Hurt You. What the second breakfast, Tiny's heart wasn't happy with that, was you know. I know where you're coming from, Martin. It's not nice when you're sitting waiting food. The Les Chazonettes and Don't Let 'Em Hurt You, sent in by our good friend Mr. Martin Barlow, who goes to everything that has anything to do with TeeBee's Soul Family. Him and the lovely Mags are there every time. So just remember to put the dates in your diary, guys. The 13th of May 2023. We're all going to Doncaster. Next up, Ruth and Chris Gray have selected Blue Magic. It's called Look Me Up. You're welcome, Ruth.
and you don't
Oh,
know
Chris.
which way to go, you just pick up your own telephone. Girl, if you get in touch with me, I'll be there instantly. It's a shame you can't belong to me. So whenever you're down, look me up. Whenever you're down, look me up. Because whenever you're down, just look around. Life's too short to live alone. If you were mine, I'd build you a home. It's so nice to have someone to lean on. When you need some company, all you have to do is call on me. In my arms you'll find security. So whenever you're down,
Blue Magic. Chill out time. And Look Me Up, sent in by the lovely Ruth and Chris Gray down there in Wigan. That fella's back with the bongos, aye, for Santana. Right, next up, we go up to Dundee for Mr. Dave and Marion Bennett's request, which is D.D. Sharp, and it's called What Kind of Lady?
If I gave you all my love,
Yeah, the great sound of D.D. Sharp, and What Kind of Lady, sent in by the lovely Dave and Marion Bennett up there in Dundee. Next up, we fly down to Stoke-on-Trent. And this lovely lady and her husband were at the weekend, go by the name of Kath and John Birch. And the lovely Kath thought it was time to just splash out and have some shots. But the shots didn't agree with her. She went from being quite sober to being pretty gassed very quickly. And that's what they do up here. And I don't know, I think it's the young ones that have really taken it on with drinking the shots. You know, they put about 10 of them up in the bar now. I think Louise from Solutions come up and gave me one, and I'm not a big shots fan, I know, but I'll join the party. Just had one. That's enough for me, because I've got a lot of other drinking top of it. So, but the shots didn't agree with Kath. But the lovely Kath Birch sent in the Four Tops. Sweet was the love. Hi, Julie. Julie Knight's in the house over there in the Pyrenees.
Hey darling, since I left your side, the memory of you keeps haunting me.
We did.
Until the day you're back in my arms again.
Thank you, Julie, yes.
I know I'll never find peace of mind, 'cause only you possess the kind of love I need. And now that I found myself, I realize my self-esteem. Sweet was the
singing and talking. Listen to what?
I'm so lost without you. I'm all alone, and I need you, darling, to understand. This torment in my soul is too much to bear.
Yeah, Eugene, great guy. Hope he is watching the show. Hi, Eugene, if you're there.
Somehow I've got to make you see. From now on, you can depend on me. I know I took your love without a warning, left you all alone. But if you can find it in your heart, forgive me, I wanna come back home. For sweet was the love that you gave to me. And now I see the mistake I made. I'm just a lonely man.
Hey.
Begging you, please, forgive me. Take me there.
You were good ones.
Sweet was the love that you gave to me. When I left your arms, girl,
No, go any.
and now I'm crying. I'm so ashamed. Forgive me, my love. And please take me by the hand. I'm so lost.
Hey, Daddy, when you come up. Hey, come on.
Need you, darling, to understand. 'Cause sweet, sweet was the love that you gave to me.
Yeah, the Four Tops and Sweet Was the Love sent in by the lovely Kath Birch. I've not got any fisherman's friends, so I can't sugar a fisherman's friend. Georgie's got me some cough sweets, but it's not the cough. It's the actual vocabularies in the vocal box. It seems to go with me. And when I'm going to these weekenders and things, you've got to remember I'm doing that for little 20 odd hours over the weekend. And I was up singing with Louise and Georgie at the end, and I sing most of the songs when I'm at these things as well, so it doesn't help matters. And then I smoke fags and I drink. Just a normal guy. But on a Sunday night, you can feel it in the throat. But tomorrow, I'll be like, back to Tam. So you've just got to put up with this wee horrible voice just for one night. You'll get used to it if I've been out in a bender. Next up, this comes from the lovely Anne-Marie Gallagher down there in Oldham. Sound of Tavares. And out of the picture.
You're out of the picture, and oh how I miss you. I want to hold you and kiss you. I do. They're in the eyes of the camera. I've got my arms all around you. Oh, I must have flashed too long, 'cause in a flash you were gone. I got a faded photograph that
Hi, Julie Wright.
reminds me of a happy
You're welcome, Anne-Marie.
past. We used to stroll through the park. On a tree we carved two hearts. But now in my dark room, all that shows up is gloom. You've gone out of the picture. Oh baby, oh how I miss you and the things you do. You've gone out of the picture. Oh baby, I'm hoping and wishing that you miss me too.
don't believe you, Johnny.
Oh, baby. Oh, how I miss you and the things you do. How I miss you. Oh, how I miss you. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, you're gone out of the picture. Out of the picture. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, how I miss you and the things you do. How I miss you. Oh, how I miss you. Out of the picture. Out of the picture. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm hoping and wishing that you miss me too. You're gone out of the picture. Out of the picture. Oh, baby. Oh, how I miss you. I miss you.
Tavares and Out of the Picture, sent in by the lovely Anne-Marie Gallagher. What's that? Anyone else wish it was still Friday? That weekend went too fast. I think Georgie said that today as well, Keith. It just seems to go fast. When you're enjoying yourself, that's what happens. But thanks to everybody that came. It was absolutely fantastic. And it was just a pity that we didn't get the numbers, but hey-ho, we had a good weekend and it was good to see you all. Next up, Mr. Philip Kerr selected Gladys Knight and the Poops. And all these things.
All these things.
I've got a heart that's gonna love you. I've got two arms that's gonna hug you. All of these things I never knew that I had.
Until I found you. Oh no, baby, don't go. Then I won't have to miss you. I've got two lips, just begging.
Welcome, Philip.
All of these things I never knew that I had. Until I found you.
Did you hear what I said? I've got 2 feet. I'll come running at your beck and call. I've got 2 knees. I'll come if you have to crawl. All of these things I never knew that I had.
Until I found you. I know and I know I've got 2 eyes.
Looks like a shower.
I've got a shoulder
That you can cry on.
all of these things
I never knew that I had.
until
I found you. Don't you know that I've got
2 lips, 2 arms, I've got a heart and all these things.
2 lips, 2 arms. I've got a heart and all these things.
2 feet, 2 arms.
Gladys Knight and the Spinners. Let's see the Pips first time round. It's Gladys Knight and the Spinners. And all these things sent in by my good friend Philip Kerr down there in Stockport. Next up, we go to Skegness. One of the great great selectors on the show. Mr. Dave Rimmer selected the Intrigues. I'm gonna love you. Welcome, Dave. Soul music. Sound of the Intrigues, and I'm Gonna Love You, sent in by our good friend down there in Skegness, Mr. Dave Rimmer. Aye, time's getting on. What are we at now? Oh, nearly 5 to 9. Well, we might have a little bit of just TeeBee's stuff, maybe in the last 15 or 20 minutes, because we only had 40 requests. As you know, a lot of people travelling back home today, so I didn't expect a lot of requests. But this come in from my good friend over in Tukuya, goes by the name of Fluff Johnston. I selected Eddie Holland from 1964. Just ain't enough love. Come on, Mai. Get off that couch.
Ooh, just ain't enough love. Ooh, just ain't enough love. As she bid her last goodbye, with tears in my eyes as she walked from my side, I sadly asked her why, and she said, ooh, just ain't enough love. Just ain't enough love. She said, ooh, just ain't enough love. Just ain't enough love. When I was too busy for that girl of mine, till she up and left me with this reply. She said, just ain't enough love. I gotta leave you because ooh, just ain't enough love. Just ain't enough love. She said, that's what she told me. Just ain't enough love. She said, sweet thing, please don't leave. I'm so sorry I made you
the great Eddie Holland and Just Ain't Enough Love from 1964. Sent in by the lovely Fluff Johnson over there in Queer. Well, I was just looking at that picture that Johnny got us from the big casino, and it's like a couple at the record bar. If you can see it over there, you can see it. Johnny gets us some lovely canvas paintings just to decorate the showroom. And just wonder who the couple are. Do you think we could call them Johnny and Jilly? Okay, I think we could call them Johnny and Jilly, couldn't we? Yes. So that'll be Johnny and Jilly at the casino picture. Love it. Next up, Mr. John Birch selected The Mighty Lovers, and it's also called Mighty Lover.
Every young girl must have the sweet dreams of love, for they bring her peace of mind. And though her lover may be a mere fantasy, he is one on whom she can rely.
Sure was, Johnny.
He's great, he's wise, yes, to her he is a mighty lover.
Even your heart's in trouble, call on the mighty lover. You come running on the double, call on the mighty lover. Whenever you're feeling blue, call on the mighty lover. His loving will come for you, baby. Call on the mighty lover. He's a knight in shining armor. His kisses have got the power to make your pretty dreams come true and make you happy when you feel it too. Oh, baby, baby, I don't mean maybe, baby. Ooh, whenever your heart is in trouble, call on the mighty lover. He'll come running on the double, girl. Call on the mighty lover. He's only make believe. He'll set your heart at ease. Put your head on your pillow, go on and dream. Your life will be a bowl of peaches and cream. Oh, baby, baby, I don't mean maybe, baby.
So remember, girl, keep your chin up high. For your real mighty lover will come along by and by.
Come on, mighty lover coming. Come on, mighty lover coming. Come on, mighty lover coming. Come on, girl, come on and call him on.
The Mighty Lovers and The Mighty Lover, sent in by my good friend John Birch down there in Stoke. And John and Kath are going away on their holidays this week, so they may not be in the show next week, but they pick fantastic tunes and they're a fantastic couple. And I'm looking forward to going down to Cass' birthday party. I think it's the end of July. We've been invited down to Cass', I don't know what birthday it is, probably 50 or something like that. But I'm looking forward to that, me and Georgie. This is the worst about doing these things. You just get invited to all these parties and all these things, and just not. It's a 60th, okay, just. She doesn't look 60.
60.
She doesn't look 60, Kat. She doesn't look 60. I'm just trying to be nice. But it just sometimes can get too much because you've got so much going on. And this week, I've got a lot going on with the football. I'm glad I've not got any gigs this week, because that would have been really hectic. But I think June this year is going to be really busy for us. We're going down to Bridlington on the 27th, 26th, 25th. We're going to Gladys Night on the 20th or something, right after Bridlin. We're going to Terry Green Project at the Hoochie Coochie on the 17th of June. It's George's birthday on the 7th of June. I don't know what we're doing for that. We'll maybe have a little candlelit dinner in the house or something. Nothing too expensive, as you know. So June's kind of a lot going on. So hopefully July and August, if you want me to come and DJ at your parties, or you want me to come and DJ at your gigs or anything like that, give me a shout. Just give me a bit of warning. Next up, Mr. Colin Wignall, fantastic guy. Colin comes to all the events, and I've known Colin for quite a number of years now, from Cinnamon Brow, fantastic guy. And Colin the selected Shep, Fool to Fool. I'll get some in, Georgie, I'll get some in.
You took this little heart of
62.
mine that was so long overdue for love and affection from a sweet little thing like you. Then after you got it, you treated it like a broken toy, while I was under the illusion that I was your pride and joy. There's one thing you should know, and I'm gonna be the one to tell you so. Before you try to fool a fool, make sure you got a fool a fool. Before you try to fool a fool, baby. Woo! You didn't sock it to me. Make sure you got a fool a fool. Oh yeah. You had my nose wide open,
Busy bees.
and my little heart was
Busy
beating
TeeBee's.
too fast. If common sense hadn't rescued me, I knew I wouldn't last. Now loneliness is a pleasure compared to being with you. 'Cause baby, you thought you were getting away by trying to be untrue. But there's one thing you should know, and I'm gonna be the one to tell you so. Yeah, before you try to fool a fool, make sure you got a fool a fool, baby. Before you try to fool the little fool, make sure you got a fool a fool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's one thing you should know, and I'm gonna be the one to tell you so. Yeah, yeah. Before you try to fool a fool, make sure you got a little fool a fool. Every show I close.
Oh, we got Matt's before he got Georgie's fluff. Don't buy Georgie, she's after Matt. Poor Matt, sitting there with a cold. He's got to wait his birthday present now. But she's got Georgie's. Oh, aye, that's them women for you, looking after each other. Aye. Next up, somebody said this was played at the weekend earlier. I must have missed it. Probably out having a cigarette, or maybe talking with the band or something like that. I was probably being very nice to someone somewhere. And good evening, 1W, double LSU. How are you doing, 1W? And someone said this was played at the weekend, and it's a great, great track. And I must have missed it. So I'm glad somebody picked it out. And tonight it was picked by the lovely Mag Shoes. Fire Island, featuring Loletta Holloway. Shout to the top. Great tune, great dancer.
I was half in mine, I was half in me, and as the rain came down, I dropped to my knees and I prayed. Yeah. I said, oh heavenly one, please cleanse my soul. I seen all on offer, and I'm not at rest at all. I'm not impressed at all. Oh, I was halfway home, I was halfway
See you, Bradley and Albin. Plugger. Lolita Holloway. Sit down, producer, sit down. Hey, Julie.
If you shout it to the top, ooh, it's a frightening thing when you're done upon you. I know as much as the day I was born, I was last.
Here's what I'll be. I'm ready to talk it.
Every day, when you're down on your back and your life is a cup. When you're down on the bottom,
Originally done by the Style Council, yes.
shout to the top. Ooh, you gotta shout to the top. Ooh, you gotta shout it to the top. Don't take it back. Shout it to the top. Ooh, it's gonna be alright. It's a frightening thing when it comes down on you. And I know as much as the day I was born, I was the last, but I might as well stay. I promise myself each and every day. You see, when you're knocked on your back and your life is a flop, when you're down to the bottom, girl, that's what I see.
Aïe, aïe,
Shout to the top. Shout to the top. Don't stop.
Great pick out, Max, love it. And I think Ian Parson played that at the weekend, a great tune. Been fantastic weekend and some great music and varied sorts of music, which was really pleased to see. My ever good friend Rob Farr done a soul set and mixed it in, and you know, done some two classic Northern sets, and the 70s and the Saturday afternoon with me, Mike and Ian Patterson, I think went down well, although there wasn't a lot of people there because everybody had went to get changed and they were having meals, and then a lot of them didn't get there till about 5:30 because we had a break while the band were doing the sound check, so I think everybody come around about 6 o'clock, and that's when it started to kick off. And the band was just phenomenal last night. I was just, the hairs were standing on the back of my neck when I heard that lady singing. If you didn't see it or you weren't there, if you go to my Facebook page, you can catch up on quite a lot of the stuff that the band's done, especially the Friday night band, The Messengers. And listen to this guy sing. His name is John Walker, absolutely fantastic. Next up, Mr. Phil Story. It was great to meet Phil and his lovely wife, Donna, who were at the weekender. And Phil was selected Billy Hamlin. And if you ain't got no bread.
Who is it? It's the landlord, Mr. Jones.
Landlord?
I'm here to collect my rent.
Wait a minute.
You 1 week behind.
I know I'm
I don't want to hear nothing.
Wait a minute.
I just want my money.
Wait a minute. You can't do this to me.
How Friday you go?
Shucks.
I'll be back.
Excuse me a minute.
Who is it?
Mr. Jones, it's the ABC loan. If you got my money today for your car, your Cadillac car.
Wait a minute. Come on in. Don't talk out there anymore.
Mr. Jones, I've been hearing this for the past 2 weeks now, Mr. Jones, and I'm tired of listening to it.
You can't do this to me now.
I'm
wait
sorry.
a minute. Excuse me, man.
Mr. Jones?
Hi, sweetheart. Here I am. I'm ready for our date.
Oh, shucks. Listen at this now.
No, I went out and I bought a new dress, and I bought a new pocketbook and new shoes.
Listen, baby, I don't care what you bought. I tell you what you do. Find yourself somebody else to take you out.
Well, sweetheart, you promised me and I went through all the expenses.
Listen, I don't care what I promise you. Just
Welcome,
forget it.
folks.
That's what.
Well, you just forget it.
So that's what I want you to do. Just forget it. Oh, well, the phone and the doorbell kept ringing. I got so many bills to pay that I ain't got a penny to my name today. So let me tell you about this sneaky little game I play. I'll just pull on my shades and lock the door real tight. Pull off my shoes and turn out that light. Cause like, man, if you ain't got no bread, you might as well stay home in bed. I got a date with my baby,
problem,
to go dancing, and I can't even make a show. Cause tonight I'm gonna have to hold my face in shame. Cause I only got a nickel or a dime to blow. I'll just pull on my shades and lock the door real tight. Pull off my shoes and turn out that light. Cause like, man, if you ain't got no bread, you might as well stay home in bed.
Behave the lover. We're ready to meet you.
Well, I sure had a bow and arrow loaded, so I got no right to complain. For the time that my back row got exploded, the butcher and the baker tried to drive me insane. So I'll just pull on my shades and lock the door real tight. Pull off my shoes and turn out that light. Cause like, man, if you ain't got no bread, you might as well stay home in bed.
Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
Jones.
Landlord again, Mr. Jones.
Wait a minute.
I only
Hey.
want my money.
Mr. Jones, JBC loan. Gotta get Jones. You got my money today, Mr. Jones.
It's a landlord, hey. Mr. Jones is a landlord, hey. Brilliant, Billy Hamlin. And if you ain't got no bread, you may as well go to your bed. Because the landlord's at the door. Brilliant. And I was sent in by my good friend Phil Story, who celebrated his wedding anniversary this, I think it was on the Friday, and then he come to the weekend or on the Saturday. With his lovely wife Donna. Fantastic couple. Next up, Mr. Perusa breezed in on the Saturday because he was working on the Friday. But he really enjoyed it, so he says. Alice and Steve, but it's clocked, he was doing a bit of dancing for a man of his age. Here's Heath Wilson. All I want to do is... No, Heath Wilson. Billy Bland. All I want to do is...
I miss you more each day.
Right.
My heart is filled with pain. When my tears fall down like rain. All I wanna do is cry and cry. All I wanna do is cry and cry. All I wanna do is cry and cry for you. Every time they play our song, yeah, I cry the whole night long. I miss you so, my dear. There's a memory in every tear. Someone else is a kissing you, just the way I used to do. Someone else is a taking your place, not a sharing you in your embrace. And all I wanna do is cry and cry. All I wanna do is cry and cry. All I wanna do is cry and cry for you. Every time they play a song, yeah, I cry the whole night long. I miss you so, my dear. There's a memory in every tear. One day you will find that you got me on your mind. I'll be waiting until you come home. I'll be sitting here all alone. And all I wanna do is cry and cry. All I wanna do is cry and cry. All I wanna do is cry and cry for you. All I wanna do is cry and cry, baby. All I wanna do is cry and cry. Come on, all I wanna do, cry and cry.
Billy Bland, and all I want to do is cry and cry. And like Steve said there, he heard it last night from Phil Ankers' set. And that's a great thing when you go to the proper weekenders, that you can hear great music and it rings a tune with you, and then you can pick it. TeeBee's Sunday Soul Show on a Sunday. Been a few picked tonight from the weekender. Great. My good friend Russ Wills has selected the lovely Patty Austin. I've given all my love.
Confusion in this heart of mine is hurting me so bad. Delusion came from loving you, the only guy I ever had. Seclusion might be my way out, breaking up my heart. I'm giving all my love to you. Tell me what is there that's left for me to do. Suspicion, something other mine, leads to jealousy. But admission that you've loved elsewhere says just one thing to me. Submission to a heart like yours would mean a life of misery. Giving all my love to you, won't you tell me what is there that's left for me to do?
Yeah, there was some great dancing going on last night, the weekender, and the Friday night. Absolutely brilliant. Patty Austin, and I've given all my love from the great man himself, Mr. Russ Wills. Next up, Susie Wong. We love Susie Wong. I'm the only one allowed to call her Susie Wong. Well, Keith maybe, but she's my Susie Wong. And as you know, our Susie Wong, which is my Susie Wong, likes to pick blues tunes. And Susie and Keith were here this morning with Mick, and Georgie made them a roll for their breakfast, and Keith had left his phone up in the club. And that's the great thing about that club, because it's local and everything. It's so nice that if you do leave something or lose something, you'll get it back the next day. You know, it's sound as a pound. It's really nice. And there we went up to get Keith's phone, and Keith's phone was there okay, and all my equipment was still there okay, and I had to take it all down and bring it all back today. Oh, I was the DJ, I was the promoter, I was the roadie. Done everything this weekend. I've not got any money to show for it. But I loved every minute, and I loved all you guys coming. But Susie K, she ticks the right boxes with the blues tunes. Here's Louisiana Red, and it's called Little Girl, Take Your Time. Have it! Woo-hoo! Welcome, Susie. tune of the show for me so far. And there's been some good ones. I love it.
Just take your time. Come on and take your time.
Yeah, what a tune. Tune of the show for me so far tonight. And there's been some cracking tunes on the show. Louisiana Red and Little Girl Take Your Time. Now, when we were kind of closing up last night, and Jane Thompson came up and asked me if it was okay to have one of the TeeBee's Soul Weekender banners. I had two up, and I had a big long strip one with all the logos and everything on it. And if people ask, I'm usually quite happy to part with things, as you know. I'm a nice guy. So I said, yes, no problem. Jane, you can have them. And then Corky and Shaz come up. Can I have the other one? I said, yes, no problem. Then my wee pal Ian Patterson says, can I have the long one? I said, no, you can't. You're not in the Soul family. I've added Ian to the Soul family page, but he's not subscribed to the show because Ian does a thing down in Workington, which is Church of Soul. But you've got to be in the Soul family to get them type of things. And then my good friend Mick, you want to hear this guy's set, and the music he plays, different class. Mike Elliott from Berwick, an absolutely fantastic guy. He wanted the big poster that I had put up in the club, and I said, look, I'm not posting it to you because it'll cost me a fortune. I says, but if you want to come and pick it up, please come and pick it up. So today he come up with the keys because Tuesday and Keith had left their car up at the club, and he picked a big poster up, took it away in his Jeep. He's going to put it up in his garage. He was so excited. So you get little mementos. And the other thing was, Jane Blundy Thompson, she's for everything. She wants everything. She's away with the big B that we usually have hanging there. She's got that as well. So, no, Jane got the big B, didn't she? And she got the banner, yes. So she's away with two things. They're lucky them Thompsons though. They're good though, the Thompsons. Great family. And they brought pork pies and everything. I didn't even get a nibble of them. Everybody was up eating them and I never got a nibble. I forgot they were there in Min. That's your Mick Elliott. He's a fantastic guy. Fantastic DJ. Next up, the lovely Rochelle and her friend Eleanor come down and they just partied for 2 days and 2 nights. And they're fantastic lassies. They just come from Stirling and they just come to enjoy themselves. Lovely lassies. And the lovely Rochelle has requested the Coasters. You remember the record? Here's the original. Poison Ivy.
She comes on like a rose, but everybody knows she'll get you in touch. You can look, but you better not touch. Poison Ivy, poison Ivy. Late at night while you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around. She's pretty as a daisy, but look out, man, she's crazy. She'll really do you in if you let her get under your skin. Poison ivy, poison ivy.
Yes, celebrate.
Late at night while you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around. Measles make you bumpy, and mumps will make you lumpy, and chicken pox will make you jump and twitch. A common cold will fool you, and whooping cough can cool you. The poison ivy Lord will make you itch. You're gonna need an ocean of calamine lotion. You'll be scratching like a hound the minute you start to mess around. Poison ivy, poison ivy. Late at night while you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around. Measles make you bumpy, and mumps will make you lumpy, and chicken pox will make you jump and switch. A common cold will fool you, and whooping cough can cool you. The poison ivy Lord will make you itch. You're gonna need an ocean scratching like a hound. The minute you start to mess around, poison ivy, poison ivy. Late at night while you're sleeping, poison ivy comes to creeping around.
I know, Gene. Just running about too busy. Yeah, there were some good dance moves on the stages over the weekend. There were some good dancers on the floor as well. And Mick Elliott said to me, he says, I'm going to start my set with one of my school day records, which was Sylvester's, I can't remember, the dance tune anyway. And away he goes. And boom, the whole floor just got very, very busy very quickly. And Mick says to me, he says, I'm going to go and dance. He says, I promise Julie, I'm going to go and dance with her. So we went down and he danced with a little pocket rocket with Julie and had a fantastic time on the floor. Next up, the lovely Jane Blundy Thompson. I love the Thompsons. It was so nice that they come up early on the Thursday and we went out for a meal with Karen and Paul and Fluff and Matt and 4 Thompsons and ourselves. And we had a meal in the Cavins, and I think quite a lot of the Soul family went to the Cavins and had meals. We recommended it to everybody rather than the Weatherspoons and places like that in the town, which are pretty crap. You're better going to a nice little restaurant like the Cavins and you get good food, and I think everybody enjoyed the food at the Cavins that they had. And the lovely Jane Thompson tonight has picked Alice Clark. It's called You Hit Me.
Against the window pane, watching and calling out your name. Baby, I got a notion to cry. Don't wanna believe this is goodbye. You walked out with tears of falling. You never looked back when I was gone. Oh, you really caught me cheating on you by being in the arms of another guy. It really had me too. Suddenly, I'm all alone, watching you go.
Good evening, Linda Lucas, Louise's mum. How you doing? Thank you for being there. Hope Corey had a good time. That's Linda's grandson, who was also there. No, he sent me a friend's request today. Oh, Linda's signing solution CDs now, is she? Oh, wait till Lou hears about that. Linda's signing solution CDs. See, I knew you would make it, Linda, someday. You tell Corey he sent me a friend's request today, so I've made him a friend, so he can keep up with what's going on with TV and solutions and everything like that. He'll know everything that's going on with solutions, but
she'll get another row.
Aye, Lou will be on in the morning. But Linda's a lovely lady. We've known Linda for many years now, and she comes to a lot of the gigs and things like that, and it was great that she come up with her grandson and granddaughter and her daughter, and Lou asked me if it was okay to bring Corey to the weekend, and I says yes, of course I can. And I could see his wee face lighting up watching his Auntie Lou sing there up on the stage. It was fantastic. So hopefully there's going to be some more, and I'll keep him updated. Next up, I've not seen his name on tonight, but he said he was going out to a gig and he may be in late. Goes by the name of Mr. Alan Kennedy. Supports Leeds, which is not a bad thing, but could be worse. Could be Wolverhampton. I don't know who else is down there. But Alan has selected Irma Thomas. What are you trying to do?
Cheers, Linda.
Now you wanna quit me, baby.
Linda's coming for the weekend. Tommy and Dirty.
The sun no longer shines for me since you're gone. My smile's all upside down since you're gone. What are you trying to do? I'll never love no one but you, baby. But you,
Good night, Craig.
Yes, I've been seen with other guys, but they move tonight. They don't compare with you, baby. It's something you got. Bye bye, the way you kiss me and you want me praise. So soon.
Yeah, it'll be worth fortunes, Mrs. O.
And you smile and say, how long can this go on? What are you trying to prove? I'll never love no one but you, honey. You left me with the problem I can't control. How could you do this to me? How could you be so cold? When you know it's you that I cry for, it's you that I die for. But you, I'm gonna need, you know it's
A great tune from Alan. He's probably not back from his gig today. That's the thing about Sundays now. With everybody going back out, you know, the people are going to go to the gigs that are on the Sunday afternoon and things like that. And it's just unfortunate that, well, it was quite fortunate that the lockdown, everybody was in on a Sunday night, you know, they were in every night, weren't they? But, and you had a lot more people on the show. But tonight we only had 40 requests. We usually get about 50 requests. So, but we may finish a little bit early. Might not. There's still 5 tunes to go. We have Tom Thompson's, Ruth Clare's, Craig Leach's, Terry Watson's, and Albie Babby's, in that order. If I've not played your request, please let me know. Some of you have got your request coming up. And the first request coming up in this little list comes from Mr. Tom Thompson down in Nuneaton. And it's by Johnny Ross and the Soul Explosions, and it's called I Can't Help Myself.
Shut up.
Originally done by the Four Tops.
Move it, y'all. Take it. Oh, shut up. Hit it, Holmes. All right. Yeah. Oh, shut up, y'all. And dig this. Sugar never stop. Oh, sugar, honey, baby, come on, rock me. Come on now, girl. You got to know me. Sugar, honey, oh yeah. Keep on.
Johnny Ross and the Soul Explosions, and I can't help myself. Jeff Campbell, I must have put yours in a different folder. Tell me what it was again, Jeff. I did do it, but I'll put it in a different folder. I'll find it for you. If you can just tell me what the tune was. And I'll put it up for you, mate. Sorry about that. Next up, Craig Leach over there in Nova Scotia in Canada selected Big Mama Thornton with her version of Wait in the Water.
See that girl on the mountain top? He's gonna rock and it just won't stop. I see you wait in the water, wait out in the water.
What remix? I can't remember, Linda.
In the water, everybody wait in the water. See that girl dressed in white. She like to wait all night. I see you wait in the water. You wait out in that water. Wait in the water. The hound dogs wait in the water. Please wait in the water.
Who was the artist, Jeff? Tell me who the artist was. Are you there, Jeff? Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff. Oh, yes, I know what you mean, Linda. Yes, okay.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In the water.
Big Mama Thornton and Wade in the Water, sent in by my good friend, Mr. Craig Leach, over in Canada. Mr. Jeff Campbell, I wish he was there last night, you'd have loved it. Selected Jimmy Delphs, Dancing a Hole in the World.
From New Orleans up to Jersey City, back down in Georgia, they get in the middle from the grid. They dancing from Philly to Mississippi, even in Alabama, dancing in the sunshine all the time, down in Miami. Raising sand everywhere, kicking up dust, but they don't care. They're dancing.
It's next, Ruth.
People are dancing a hole in the world. Hey, you're dancing. People are dancing a hole in the world.
Welcome, Jeff.
They're dancing in Detroit, the land of the motor cars. Hollywood, California, baby, the land of the movie stars. Listen, shout out Chicago, baby, people ain't too shy.
Well, we've been trying to meet twice. We'll eventually meet Ruth. Julie's back. Great tune, Jeff. Jimmy Delphs and Dancing a Hole in the World, sent in by our good friend down there in Nottingham, Mr. Jeff Campbell. The lovely Ruth Clare. As I explained last week in the show, she lost her job and everything. She bought tickets to come to the weekend. She was so looking forward to meeting us because we haven't met Ruth yet. We did try and meet her when we were doing my little tour, but unfortunately I had to go down and see her brother down in Brighton, so we missed her there again. So it's been, just missing each other. So, but hopefully we'll bang into each other soon, because there's going to be things coming up that we'll be able to both be there. So don't worry about it. We'll get there eventually. Lovely Ruth Clare, a wee nurse for Liverpool, better known to the Soul family as Phyllis, and I played Phyllis for her yesterday. Even though she wasn't there, I played it in my set. This is Luther Ingram. If it's all the same.
If it's all the same to you, baby, I confess I'm in distress. Loneliness is getting me down. My heart will break, for heaven's sake. Please keep me around. If it's all the same to you, baby. If it's all
welcome, Don.
the same to you, baby. Got to have your sweet, sweet charm, baby. Take me in your loving arms. I need you. I want you, baby. Got to have you. If it's all the same to you, baby. If it's all the same to you, baby. I can't take these heartaches. I know I'm gonna lose my mind. Understand, I'm a lonely man, and I need you all the time. If it's all the same to you, baby. If it's all the same to you, baby. To be loved is my only destination, baby. And you're my every inspiration. I need you. I want you, baby. Got to have you. If it's all the same to you, baby. If it's all the same to you, baby. I'm like a and helpless child. Without your love, I'll never smile. I can't help myself. I can't love no one else. If it's all the same to you.
Great tune. In a lot of people's top 10, that guaranteed. Fantastic tune. Luther Ingram, and If It's All the Same. Guess what? What time is it? 10 to. I've got 1, 2, 3. 3 requests to play. And then I've got a special request to play from Linda Lucas, and another special request to play from Shaz Kaur. And then I'm going to make an announcement. So stay with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the 3 requests. I'm going to make an announcement, which should be around about 10 o'clock. And then I'm going to play 2 special requests from the lovely Linda Lucas and Shaz Kaur. So you'll be here at about maybe 10:15. If that's okay with you. If you want to go to your bed, just go to your bed. Just slip away. Next up, Mr. Terry Watson. Him and Susan, absolutely brilliant couple, and I'm so happy that they're going to Gladys Night. So we're going to see them at Gladys Night. Mike's going to be there, and Michelle's going to be there. So there's going to be a few who's going to Gladys Night in June. So we'll see Terry and Susan there. Fantastic couple. Love them to bits. This is Ronnie Mitchell, called Hang Loose. Stay up. Announcement incoming. I'm not even told Johnny. Stop it!
That's why I just had to holler loudly. Stand back, baby, now don't you crowd me. Hang loose, baby, baby, baby. Hang loose.
I'll tell the jokes.
Although I left you lonely, deep in my heart, you're my one and only. And through those stormy nights you're spending like a windblown willow, you keep on bending. Hang loose, baby, 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 baby. Hang loose, baby, now. Baby, stand back. I want you to
Welcome, Del. Woo! Woohoo! Yeah, Johnny.
Someday you will see that you'll be acting tight with me. Now just don't you know
That's stop it. I'll be babbing.
before you blow it. Hang loose, baby, baby. Hang loose, baby. Hang loose, baby. Hang loose.
Brilliant. Love it. Ronnie Mitchell and Hang Loose, sent in by our good friend Mr. Terry Watson. Let's keep the stompers going.
Whip it on me, pretty baby.
Here's Albie Babbies.
Everything is made for love now,
This is Sonny Ray. Whip it on me.
pretty baby. Everything is made for love. Oh yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Whip it on me, pretty baby. The way you make me feel now. Whip it on me, pretty baby. I know your love for me right now. Hey, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Whip it on me, baby. Whip it on me, baby. Whip it on me, pretty baby. Now, now, now. It's all right. Oh, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Now what you wanna do, you wanna. And where you wanna go, you wanna. And how you wanna do, you wanna. And what you wanna say, you wanna. Oh yeah. Ah, yeah. Hey, whip it on me, pretty baby. Everything is made for love. Whip it on me, pretty baby. Everything is made for love. Oh yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Now what you wanna say, you wanna do it every day. And where you wanna go, you wanna head now. And what you wanna see, you wanna, alright. And what you wanna do it just right. Hey, hey,
Hey, hey.
hey, hey. Alright. Uptight.
Sonny Ray and Whip It On Me from 1965 closes the requests for tonight. We've got two special requests coming up. One from Linda Lucas and one from the lovely Shaz Carr. Now, I promise you an announcement. Are you all sitting back quietly? Here we go. this weekend I've been doing some running about, as you all know, and I'm going to. I went to a record shop and I bought more albums. And guess what? I'm going to give them away. Because I actually, during my, bank holiday show, I gave 2 albums away. And the lucky participants were the lovely Ruth Clare and Linda Neville. And I was going to give a 3rd album away, which a lot of people were asking me about at the weekender. It's by the Jacksons, and it's the only album they ever produced on the Philadelphia label. So I've got it, and I know everybody loves Mr. Bobby Womack, so I thought I got the Poet 1, so I'll get the Poet 2. So I've got Bobby Womack, Poet 2. And the other thing I thought about was, I'm going to see Gladys Knight. So here's Gladys Knight Gold, which has got some fantastic tracks in it. So these 3 albums, they are signed, sealed, not signed, they're sealed albums, reissue albums, but never been played or anything, for your collection. So what I'm going to do is, next week on the show, I'm going to be asking questions. And it's not going to be like the last time when you think, oh, he's going to ask me a Jackson's question for the Jackson's LP. Because I'm not going to do that, because you'll all be fucking, what do you call it, swatting up all week. And I'm not letting that happen. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to ask you questions next week. And the first person who tells me who, sorry, Georgie? The first person who tells me the correct answer that comes up in my screen wins the album, and I'll send it down to you, all free. That's me. Call me Tommy Free. Just give everything away for free. So next week, you've got to be tuned in from the start of the show, because I'll do it at different times, and I'll just be spontaneous, and I'll just ask you a question, boom, and if you're not on, it's tough cookie. That's just the way it works. So you've got to be on next week. Be here, 7 o'clock, if you want to win a good album. Right. Because I love giving away music. Music is the world. Georgie doesn't even know the questions, Ruth. Don't even go to Georgie. Because I keep them all in there, so that Georgie can't tell anybody. Right. This first request, which was asked today when Shaz and Corky were here. And, well, you better start learning to type me too, Craig. You got to be in it to win it. And Shad says, I really loved last night when... What? I really loved last night when Mick Elliott started his set with this track. This is actually a remix that I like. It's not the actual original that Mick played, but it's by Sylvester, and it's called You Make Me Feel by The Real. And the dance floor went bananas. So this is going out to the lovely Linda Lucas and everybody that was at the weekender.
This is it Saturday? On Shaz.
This is the Michael Gray remix. Going out to Shaz, Mick Elliott, and Julie. Marlene!
That was Marlene. Marlene with Wheels and Horses. Whoa! I can't hardly hear it. It's too loud.
Thingamys. That'll make it louder. Why are you not using your headphones?
Because I can't hear it. Oh my god,
Fuck's sake. That wee button there. You crazy job, turn it off.
That's it. Hey, hey.
Hey, I'll be mommy.
I'm still at the club.
Cheers, Del.
Come over a bit.
Fuck off, Georgie. I get it. Great job. Take your bow.
He's a Castorian.
Go.
Amazing what a Morgans can do. It's amazing what a Morgans can do. Mick Elliott, brilliant tune.
Marlene.
Love that tune for.
bed's bouncing, Mrs. O.
Whose bed?
Mrs. O's.
Is Sean still sleeping?
This comes from Linda Lucas. This was played by our good friend Rob Barth last night. This is Dons versus Jocelyn Brown.
Need a drink.
And yeah, Linda.
Cheers, everybody. We love you. We had a great weekend. Till the next one. Linda, see you soon.
And I can't let you go.
We love you guys.
Get that away from the control.
You are the one who makes me feel so real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh, what am I supposed to do, baby, when I'm so hooked up on you? Then I realize, that you are somebody else's. Yeah.
Welcome, Gene. Yes, Keith. Love to one. You're welcome, Linda. Love to Dave.
Take care, everybody.
You are the one who makes me feel so real. Ooh, what am I supposed to do?
Yes, she has a cake, yes.
And then I realized
she's now on the Morgan Spice.
I'm still in Saturday.
And I can't let go. You are the one who makes me feel so real. Ooh, what am I supposed to do when I look so on you?
As in June.
What's happening?
Marco. Go down weekend and I'm not staying in Spain. If I win the lottery, I might come.
You might bring me for my birthday.
Fucking nonsense.
I'd rather have that than candles.
Welcome, Rob.
Oh, definitely, Jane. That's a plan, Jane. Anne-Marie, I was actually thinking about doing that, but I don't know if they'll let me. It might mess his hair up.
Look around, the whole world's coming together now. Babe, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Feel it in the air.
I'm ready a wee bit of Fergie time.
It's taking it
Oh, just
everywhere.
listen to YouTube, John.
Yeah. Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Then you feel it.
All the colors of the world should be
You're my bed.
loving each other for heart. Yes, it's alright. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Spread the word and try to teach the men who is crazy.
I love the jam sounds. I'll try and finish the question, but
No, you'll know. No cheating in the show. Bobby got your phone there, they're looking there for why do you know looking at
so
phone?
can you see me with the sunglasses on? Can you read the messages?
Every breath you take,
Definitely, Marco.
someone's death in another place. Every healthy smile is hunger and strike to another child. But the stars do shine, and promising salvation is near this time. Can you feel it now? So brothers and sisters, shall we know how?
Yeah, dude, Craig, yes. Stop, yeah. Bruno Brooks, live on Radio 1. I used to do all the Radio 1 road shows here at the place. Good man. Keep sending us pictures, Johnny. Have a good time in Benidorm, guys.
I did, Julie, but Linda's got to send us the pictures with the Italian stallion with the curly wig on.
No, it was Fluffs.
What date, Fluff? We're the 2nd of September. What date are you in, Matt? She loves it. You love it, Fluff. Annette's the 19th. We're the 2nd. Who else?
Fluffs the 21st.
On the 21st September was a great month. June's better, it's my birthday.
I'll have a look, Craig. I done a remix of this just last week. Here it is. See if you like it or not. It's a TeeBee's remix. Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You.
I will leave your way, sweet, but
Donnie's got very Jones. Good luck to the very John bangers.
Yeah, good luck to the
And
Bear
the
Dog
limbo
Bangers.
for wee Tommy.
And for the Limbo Foundation. Okay, then. Did you get that last one he worked? That's true, Craig.
both know I
love to Pat. Send it back to me, Ruth. I'll have a look at it. Send it back to me and I'll redo it. I'll do it on another stick. I can't remember what I put on it, so you have to send it back to me. Yeah, remember the Very Down Baggers for the Limbo Foundation. You can go to the Limbo Foundation page and donate. Nice. Great cause.
And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love.
Okay then. I'll be late, Smelly Pop. Good night, Johnny and Joey. Take care. Have a good time in Benidorm. Thank you, JC.
What they do?
Thank you, Joey.
All the time they wanna take your place, the backstabbers. I keep getting all these visits from my friends. Yeah, what they doing to me? They come to my house again and again and again and again, yeah. So are they there to see my woman? I don't even be home, but they just keep on coming. What can I
months old. Some DJ. I'm what ready for. I'm a busy man.
What they do.
All the time they want to take your place. I'll get it first and sell it. Tell them to get the same stick.
All the time they want to take your place. The backstabbers.
Lay it up. Hey, Phil Story, take care, pal.
Whoa.
Hey, Marco, Fiona. April. I'm gonna play one more, mate, and I'm away in my bed. Right, Susan, Keith. One more for me and then I'm going to bed. It's a long weekend. But I've had fun. Love it.
Haven't you heard? I'm looking for you. Haven't you heard? I'm looking for you. Haven't you heard? I'm looking for you.
looking over it, yes.
A gentle touch, a tender heart, a smile to brighten up my day. I need warmth and a lot of love, with kindness spread along the way. Well, anyone can plainly tell that love is what I want to feel. So my heart is reaching out to one who's sensitive and real. I've been looking for you. Haven't you heard? I've been looking for you. Haven't you heard? Don't you know that I've been looking for you? Haven't you heard? I've been looking for you. Haven't you heard?
Cheers to that. Yeah, not only Stafford, there was a big tune all over, I think, at the time, Craig.
Where are you? I need you. I'm looking for you. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? I'm looking for you. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? I'm looking for you. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard? I'm looking for you.
Thank you, Linda. Take care.
I've been so many places. I've seen so many things, but none quite so lovely as you.
Last one, guys.
More beautiful.
Thanks again for all your requests. It's been a fantastic night.
Worth more
Great
than
weekend.
gold in my eyes. Have
Right on to Craig.
pleasures to behold. You're my latest and my greatest, my greatest inspiration. Things never look clearer. Peace within never felt nearer. My burden's gone. It's turned to a song. Tender as a baby's touch. I needed you oh so much. At last,
Okay, right there, guys.
my Lord is so alive. You're my latest. Tell you you're my greatest. My latest.
Marvin, finish with Marvin, Julie. Thank you, Julie.
Night, everybody.
I plan to give you all
Right, everybody. Not yet. I'm wearing my wig to bed.
I know it. Thankful.
It's been a great weekend, hasn't it?
I've been so many places.
Fantastic.
I've seen so many things, but none so delectable as you. More beautiful than the Mona Lisa.
Hey, Anne-Marie does. Take care, guys. I watch all the videos. I love it.
The pleasure just to behold. You're my latest. Tell you you're my greatest. My greatest inspiration. You inspire me.
I'm immune.
Don't you know?
Shouldn't say that, pal.
My greatest
Get that. Get back.
You just keep on lifting me up now. You inspire me. You keep on lifting me up now.
Clean.
So much higher. So much higher. So much higher. So many things that I've never seen before.
Thank you, Joey. What we call it, the Ruth and Claire mix. The RC mix. What name should I give it?
Keep on lifting me. Higher, higher, higher. So much higher. So much higher. So many things I've never seen before. Taking me places I ain't never been before. You bring out the best in me. You just keep on lifting me up now.
You've had your own mixes on the show recorded. Right, Keith, take care. Love to Lynn.
Keep on lifting me. You inspire me. Only you.
There we go, woman.
Wow. I love you, baby. And I love you. Girl, I love you. Everything in me. Oh. Wow. You inspire me.
It's a guy called Ron Goosley. It's a great version of this in the sax. Right, everybody, take care. there. Good night, Ruth. Good night, Craig. Great, Julie. And anybody else that's here, see you next week, 7 o'clock. My voice will be back. That'll be our creation. Just built in me. Bed, Julie, go to my bed, don't brandy. Mama brandy will stay up all night. Thank you, Nick. I love you. Love it. And that's it. And that's the end of another weekend, which has been a fantastic weekend. I know it's only 7 o'clock in Nova Scotia. If I was in Nova Scotia, I'd still be playing. I'd just be starting, Craig. But unfortunately, over here in Scotland, in the UK, it is now coming up to 11 o'clock. And I've had a really busy weekend. And a really busy weekend. And I've had a few cans ready for my bed. So I'd like to say good night and thank you for your time, guys. And I'll see you all again next.
And we love you.
Love you all.